Welcome to our YouTube channel. So today I am going to present you how I developed my own invoice management system using Google Sheets and NetScript. Actually this is advanced invoice management system. So today's video I hope to show you how to operate this invoice management system, and also if you want to get this management system for your small and medium scale business, please follow the link under the video description. Before go to the video, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one. So I will explain you step by step how to operate this invoice management system, so then you can easily understand the usefulness of the system. So this is the dashboard of my invoice management system. Now here you can see, okay, now let's look at my invoice management system. So here you can see here a custom menu called invoices. So this is where your process begins. So when you initially start to use this management system, what should you do first? You need to click on this custom menu. So there you have a page. So there you have options called settings. Okay. So at the very first time, you need to click on the initialize or reset sheet. So once you click on the initialize sheet, so it will create all the relevant tabs for this system. After that, you need to click on the settings. So once you click on the settings, you can enter the basic details of your company. So just say, so here I am going to enter sample data to explain this process. So assume that my company name is Elegance Batik. So assume that my company's name is ABC Private Limited. So there you can add your company email address, and here you can add your company phone and company address. If a company has any website, you can enter here, and this is to enter company VAT number, and you can add logo URL, and you can select or choose default currency. Here it is US dollars or USD, and you can add default tax rate. Here it is 10%, and the default payment terms 30 days, and overdue interest rate is 1.5. So this is the drive folder name. Here it is invoice PDFs, and here you can add your bank. So just say your bank is Sampath Bank, and there you can add your account number. So like that you can add your invoice number, and this is the SWIFT number of your bank, then the bank account name. So likewise you need to enter your basic company details under the settings tab. So once you enter your basic details or the from settings tab, then what is next? So just assume that you can or you need to add a new customer. Okay, to add a new customer, you can easily do this by click on this custom menu, then select manage customers. So once you select manage customers, you can see this kind of form. So there you can enter new customer details. So for example, just assume my customer name, business name is Elegance Batik, and the contact person is Rans Ashoka, and here the phone number is like this, and the primary email address is Elegance Batik 223@gmail.com, and if you want to send carbon coffee, give an email address, then you can add the VAT number, and the current you can select currency, relevant currency, and the payment terms, credit limits, assume it is 50,000, and the notes. So if you want to add any notes, you can simply add notes here. So once you fill all the relevant details, you need to click on the add customer. So once you click on the add customer, so it will create a new customer under the customer sheet. You see, if I go to the customer database, you can see my newly added customer. Okay, now like that you can see my newly added customer here. So if you want to, now we created a new customer, that's all. So now let's see how to create a new invoice. To create a new invoice, just click on the create new invoice. So once you click on the create new invoice, then you can see this kind of create new invoice form. So there you need to select the relevant customer information. So here from this drop down menu, I am going to select my recently added customer, Elegance Batik. Then the currency displays here. This is the company name and the contact email, and this is the CC email. So the VAT number is here. Then the address and the payment terms. If you need to add PO number, it is optional, so you can add here. You can add any line items manually. On the other hand, you can use product catalog. Okay, product catalog to select relevant product. So here I select product catalog. Now I am going to select the batik shirt. So once you select the batik shirt, it will look like this. So you can change the quantity here. So this is the description, quantity, unit, and the unit price. So if any discounts are available, it will show here, and this is tax rate 10%. Now if you want to add another line item, again click this add product catalog drop down menu and select another product. Okay, now it is look like that. So if you wish to give any discount, you can add any fixed discount amount. Now give a discount value. Now if any shipping or handling fees are there, then add it like this. So once you add, it look like this. So this is the subtotal, and this is the discount, less discount, and this is tax amount, and this is shipping and handling price. So this is the total due. Now I have add terms and conditions, a default text from my settings tab, so you can change any so you can add new terms or conditions from settings tab, and also you can add any internal notes, so it will not shown on invoice. So if you have any personal note, you can add it here like this. So if you want to send a soft copy of your email to your customer, now put a check mark here. So after, if you don't want to send a invoice via email, soft copy, don't put the check marks. Now I want to send the copy of my invoice to my customer, therefore I put a check mark here. So finally you enter all the details. What you should do is click on the create invoice. So once you click on the create invoice, it will show this kind of message. Now invoice is creating. Yeah, my new invoice created. Now you see, if I go to the dashboard, this is my newly created invoice. So all the relevant details updated here like this. So if you go to the email log, you can see the email log like this. And now I want to check or make sure whether my email goes to my customer. So therefore I enter my another Gmail account as customer's email address. So I am going to check that account to make sure whether I receive that email to my customer. So this is my own another Gmail account. So I gave this email address as my customer's email address. Then you can see the customer received an invoice. If customer received the invoice, so it will show his or her Gmail inbox like this. This is the company name and this is the description. So if I click on this message, you can see Dear Elegance Batik, my customer's name. Please find attached invoice. This is invoice number and this is the total invoice amount due on 1st May 2026. To pay via bank transfer, please use the details below. This is the bank name and this is the account number. Like this. So this is the soft copy of my email and it is look like this. My business details are there, invoice number is there, and this is the customer's address, and this is the invoice date, this is the due date, and currency also there. These are the line items, and subtotal, discount, and the tax rate, shipping, total due, and this is the payment instructions, note and terms, like this. Okay. So that is how my invoice management system works. So it works perfectly and it is easy to use and it doesn't have any cost. So actually it is totally free. So there are several options. So if you want to send your invoice to your customer later, then you can use this option, send invoice by ID. If you click on the send invoice by ID, you can send an invoice by using the invoice number. So later, so if you wish to send your email later, then you can use this method. So there you need to enter invoice number only, then press OK. The customer will receive your invoice via email. Now, if you want to send all pending reminders, click on this option. So if you want to send bulk invoices, click this option, report on debtors age analysis. So this is the total invoice and this is the total outstanding and this is the age analysis. So it can be open through the generate report. So here you can refresh your dashboard and this is the company settings. So I recently changed the company settings. Right, okay, you can add any triggers, and also if you click on the help menu, you can see how to set up this application. So it is very easy to refer, and this is the sheet references, and this will show the setup triggers, and this will show how to use the invoice management system initially. So that is how it works. So I would like to show the back end of my invoice management system. So the back end is look like this. So it has a GS file, invoice system appscript.gs, and also it contains two HTML forms, customer form HTML and invoice form HTML. So this is the GS file and this is the customer form HTML and this is the invoice form HTML. So if you want this system, please follow the link under the video description. So you can use this system easily for your small and medium scale business to manage your invoices without any delay. So I want to tell you, if you need this system, please link in the video description so you can easily get this fresh copy of this system. So if you need any clarification, please put a comment under the video comment section, so that I will reach you as soon as possible. That is it for today, and also let's meet with another video like this. Thank you very much.